Well, Peter now has two new friends. Clarice is the little girl, and Rudolph is the new boy. And they're all just getting along just fine and dandy. I just put Clarice outside for the first time today. I've been a little worried about her because she's so small. But there we go. So maybe Peter will feel fulfilled. What people don't realize is that unless you really plan on giving your Patagonian cavie lots of attention every single day of their lives, okay? You're better off getting two. And that's not just a sales pitch. That is actually the truth, because they have such a strong instinct for a family. And Peter, when he was rescued, as I remember the story, they had to cut his harness off where he was tied to a tree. And the friend who got him decided he wasn't working very well for her setup, and so we went ahead and adopted Peter. And since then, I've just learned a lot about caring for Patagonian cavies. They are in the guinea pig family, so they absolutely need that additional vitamin C. I do let Peter out to graze, and he loves his fresh grass where he gets lots of good stuff. They also get hay, rabbit pellets, and guinea pig pellets. I may go ahead and start adding vitamin C to their water. Hi, Rudolph. Especially in the wintertime, because when it's raining or super, super cold, Peter does get cold. So they have lots of hay, or straw, I mean, in their enclosures, and I will be adding lights just like I did last year. Where are you, Peter? Oh, somebody's over here digging a hole. Who could that be? But Peter, pumpkin eater, you little fart. So what's interesting is we were concerned that Peter would fight with the new boy. But Peter just acts like he's been part of this little group forever. Oh, there's my birds out flying this morning. Oops, where'd they go? Okay, never mind. Oh, there we go. And it took a little bit of convincing to have my husband consider getting both the little boy and little girl, because he didn't want three of them peeing on him, which I get it. That's just not fun. Peter is so naughty. But he's so happy right now. I just can't even tell you in the correct words how fulfilled this boy seems to be. Now, he is neutered, and so he cannot make babies, but Rudolph can. So we will have little babies next spring. Or I'm not sure, I need to look up the gestation period, but I do believe it's a couple months, 2 to 3 months maybe. And they will be bottle fed, but they will also learn to be a cavie. And what I mean by that is I will not just try to make them into people, because that's where the dysfunction and the bad behavior seems to develop. So they have to learn to be what they are. Horses are the same, and dogs are the same. It's just an important thing for them to be able to identify with their own species and know that they are what they are. In fact, it's my opinion that parrots are much the same way. Thus, you know, they end up doing a lot of feather plucking and body mutilation, especially in the more affectionate types of parrots like cockatoos, and it's because people try so hard to humanize them that they don't teach them how to play and be independent on their own. And so the general opinion, especially when you have parrots, is give your parrot the attention in the beginning that you plan on giving them for the rest of their lives. Do not just dote on them for the first year or maybe even 2 years, and then life gets busy and guess what happens? Oh, there's Armando. So that's my opinion, and I believe that it's a humane and kind opinion. And Peter is a good example of what happens when somebody tries to just humanize a Patagonian cavie that still has real strong prey instinct. What I mean by that is it doesn't take much for them to get completely freaked out of their minds. So it is good for them to look at humans as their protectors, because indeed that is what we are. But do not, if you are considering a Patagonian, try to make it a human. Don't put it in diapers and have it sleep with your son every night, because that son eventually will be tired of that little cavie sleeping with him. And what has happened to that particular cavie is he has developed some very aggressive and dysfunctional behavior. So with that little bit of heartfelt insight, Grandma Rose says good morning and goodbye. Armando! Armando! There you go, boys. Yes, you're so adorable. So Armando, and I haven't named the new one yet, he will be living with us with 2 girls. There's our girl from last year plus a new one. This blue boy is going to a new home with another hen. Okay. Thank you for watching. Love you, Peter, Rudolph, Clarice. You guys are awesome.